Today we're gonna make an arrangement for my nieces, or our nieces. Today we're gonna make an arrangement for my nieces. She's my niece too.
Take number 53.
For our niece's 13th birthday party, and we're gonna use all dried material. So I'll be able to link all this stuff, and you can make it use the number 2.
Come along. Oh, hey.
Okay, so this is the arrangement that we're gonna make, something similar to this. The greenhouse will be set up to where we can do 4 or 3 tables all the way down the center of the greenhouse. So we're gonna do 4 arrangements. And I've already got a demo right here. These arrangements will need to be beautiful on all sides. They're gonna be seen from all sides. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. And this is just to give like a little bit of a color story. This is going to be the linen that's on the table, and then these will be the placemats, and then the napkins are going to be about this color. So we have these really fun, what do you call these?
Vases?
We have these really fun vases that we can put them into. So the theme of this party is very boho meets chic greenhouse, because you know,
love it.
It's gonna be cute.
It's gonna be cute.
This is all of the material that we're gonna be using. So we're gonna break it up into 4 different arrangements. Over here we have these palms. These are gonna be in different like different vases on the table. So we're not gonna use those in the arrangement. That's to give you an idea of what is also gonna be height wise. I wish I had the actual vase that those are gonna go in. They're a like a basket weave glass vase. So it'll sit a little bit taller. This will be able to give some more height. So when I'm designing this, I'm gonna want it to be pretty low in the center so people can see over the table. And also this is just on an 8-foot table. So there's not gonna be a lot of room that's gonna, like, this is gonna be the placemat on one side and this is gonna be the placemat on the other. So I don't want it to be too crazy where it's in someone's booth. We will be able to spread the placemats out because the party will be for probably 16 to 18 people, so I'll be able to spread them out a lot more and utilize the space. So yeah,
Love it.
ready to go.
Let's go.
I must start by saying we are not florists. We have a little bit of experience in the industry, being I was a destination wedding photographer. We worked with a lot of florists for big events, and we helped out a lot and would go to, like, I photographed a bunch of like floral workshops and stuff too. So I have had some experience, but I'm by no means one to actually like teach. I'm just going to show you how I made this. So if you want to make it yourself, you can too. And that's what I wanted to say about that. This is floral tape that is 1/4 of an inch, and it is waterproof. So if I would have actually been thinking, I would have got clear, because there is not a green base on here for flowers, so it's kind of hard to cover this up with white and tan plants. But what I actually do is just go around. I'm going to make a grid, and I'll show you how I did that. So, you know, normally I would go like all the way down the lip a little bit more if it was using greenery, just to make it more sturdy. Yeah, but because I'm worried about the green showing, and I really struggled in the first arrangement, I didn't want it to, if you could see the green, and I was struggling because I don't want green to show.
Could you also use like chicken wire in there?
Yes, that's another thing I could have used too, is chicken wire. And then just put a piece of tape across it so that it doesn't come out. If you look at inside here, you could put a big wad of chicken wire all the way down there.
It'd stay, yeah.
And then you wouldn't have to use anything. Okay, so once I got like that part, I like to do just a grid. Like I said, it doesn't have to be waterproof because there's not going to be water in here. But that's what we have. No, you said you were going to get them. Here we go. Perfect. So this is what you want it to look like. And from From here, I would have added water, but obviously we don't need water, so we can go on to the next step. These are the ingredients that we're gonna use, and I have to be like cautious to not, we need to spread it out over 3 more arrangements. So I don't wanna get too heavy on just one ingredient. I can go and cut more of this. This is what I got from my backyard. So I like to start with this. This is gonna act as my greenery, and what I wanna do is try to hide a lot of the lip. When you're looking at this, you have to think like people are gonna be sitting about this eye level, so I don't want this to be too tall. I want it to cover the sides and not be able to see any of the mechanics when I'm done. That's key.
Key. This is the Adagio grass plumes.
Yes.
That's what you said just came out of your backyard.
Yeah.
This is free 99.
Free 99. You want to cut me a bunch
landscaping.
of this?
Yeah.
Please. How tall are you? Pretty short. Shorter. Go shortest. Yeah. And when I'm looking at these, the ones that I really like are the ones that have like a curl to them. I don't know if you can see that against nothing. There's really no rhyme or reason for what I'm doing right here, besides just trying to cover the sides. I'm not trying to do height just yet. Pretty short.
Oops. You missed
Forgot.
one.
Okay, so if they don't seem like they want to flip over the side, I like to, instead of sticking them straight down, I stick them in at the angle, so they're not really even gonna go like far. They're just gonna go like above the tape. So if you want something that's gonna be a little lower, you do it like that. Okay. And the hard part with that though is if you continue to stick things in farther, it might lift them up. So if you find that they are moving like that, you may want to save the ones that need to go straight out until the very end after you have all the tall stuff in. So we're getting somewhere. Not too thick. Sorry. I'm just gonna hand them to you. That's great. And we can start to see like you got a very airy base to it. Maybe a couple more. The hardest part for me is I always wanted to go high first or put everything out to the side, but then you just have a very heavy end thing.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it going small first, and then you can always build out. So I like to always have more of an asymmetrical. These aren't really that asymmetrical. I like to have one high, then one go low. But that's the key, is like to get your base right here first, and then you can like do those things after.
I like that.
Okay, ready for the next thing?
What now?
So I like to add one ingredient. Don't do too much. You can always add more later and then do the next ingredient. I'm gonna add these little pink guys. Which ones would you like first? Do these guys. I don't know what these are called, but I'll link them. They're cute.
And then tell me where you got these dried ones from. You're gonna send a link.
Yeah,
them all.
I'll put that in the description. So I've got them. A lot of this came from Michael's, but if they are not available still, then I'll search for some other ones that are kind of similar.
So not from a local florist.
You
Or
can.
not-
Yeah, you
yeah.
can buy them from a local florist or regular. I mean, dry things you can find more easily retail than you can fresh flowers. I feel like fresh flowers, you're sometimes limited to
What's in season?
what's in season or what you can get at your local grocery store. You can go to your local florist and they can order stuff for you too. So that might be an option. All right, so same thing. I'm adding these kind of down too. Like you want to make sure you're feeling the base, and then we can work out from there. And sometimes I like to put a couple of these together because they are so spacey. It kind of gives more weight to the little dainty things. Pulled one out. Instead of it just being a bunch of stars everywhere.
So right now we're still able to see the tape.
Yeah.
But we're getting there.
Yeah, a few more of these and then we'll go on to the next ingredient. And it, like I said, it's probably a lot easier if you have clear tape, because now you're just, that's all that I see is this green tape I'm trying to cover. While I'm building this one out, I can go farther side to side. So I always try to think this is gonna be the fronts, and these are gonna be the sides.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gotta be able to be viewed for both sides. And then same thing, I can drape them down by going in this way instead of down.
Which one's your front right now?
These are gonna be my fronts.
Okay.
You remember all the things we used to go and do together? Of when you were in with your industry?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
I enjoyed Florette.
Yeah.
That was just a whole new experience. For one, that was my first
It was your first time flying,
That was my first
and you
time
flew across the
flying.
country.
Yes. But also just seeing a flower farm, like that concept was completely new to me.
Yeah.
And then just seeing like all of these different people who were just like infatuated. That was like, you know, like that was just,
Yeah.
that was weird and cool at the same time, I guess.
Yeah.
And then now to look back and see like where that flower farm is,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I don't know, to know that we were a part of that, I guess that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
I do enjoyed whenever we were, do we say names? Whenever we worked with Jessica,
Yeah.
and she just like kind of threw me in there, like, hey, do you want to come to Arkansas? Was it Arkansas?
Yeah.
Or was it Florida?
Probably Arkansas. We did a lot in Arkansas, and
What else did we do a lot with her?
I think it was more her back
Oh,
there.
it was the airplane hangar that I did the, and she's like, hey, do you want to come and
It was like a
do some
1,000
flowers?
Or was it 1,000?
I don't know,
Oh,
but I
really?
was like, I've never done flowers. I've never done a flower arrangement, and here I am, like major imposter. You know, I'm in the landscaping industry. I'm in, which one, white?
Yeah. Let's do some leaves or something.
Okay. I'm in the landscaping industry, but like, I don't know flowers. So she literally just makes one and is like, here, just copy this.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Can somebody come and check my work? Is this approved?" You know? And
But
like,
she was the best one to work with because she was very, like, not a perfectionist with how, like, she knew she wanted the way she wanted it to look, but it wasn't like you had to do her technique.
yeah, you didn't have to.
You could figure
You
it
could
out
take
yourself.
different avenues to get there.
Yeah.
She wanted the same end goal, but it didn't matter how you got
I appreciated that.
there. Me too. But
So
it was-
so that's what's crazy. So we would go and help like my floral friends in the industry because I feel like that's what we just did. Like we were all just hungry to grow and
help each other out.
yeah,
I feel like.
and help each other out. So like if we like I wasn't even photographing that wedding, but I was like, yeah, I'll come and help you. Like if you need an extra set of hands, I'm off that weekend. Like of course we're gonna fly to Arkansas or fly across the country to come and help you. Like,
Yeah.
for sure, without question.
She flew us out there
Yeah.
and
Yeah, she-
paid us to do the work. I was like, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
I am there.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see that airplane hanger come to life.
Yeah, that was really the biggest part of my career, I think, was having friendships in the industry and really community. Yeah, and we just like whatever each other needed, like we were just there. And it was such a creative freedom too. You know, like one of us would have an idea for a style shoot. And we're like, yes, let's do it. Let's go to Florida. Of course. You know, we really wanted to get this type of client. So we all kind of brainstormed, and, you know, publications were a big thing back then. So we all it's just kind of everyone pitched in to make it happen.
You want more wheat?
No, let's go with this next thing.
My least favorite was actually one that reminds me of this arrangement. Was when we went to Florida, I was pregnant.
And oh my god.
And it was red tie. Didn't even know what that meant. And I was so I was so scared for one thing about being pregnant and breathing it, because we were literally on the beach.
Yeah.
And we're doing a photo shoot. And I was so worried that I was like doing something harmful to me and my baby. And we went and had to get a dust mask.
Yeah, we all had to wear masks on the beach.
And it was 1,000 degrees.
Yeah.
And pregnant. Carrying stuff all the way out there. You know what I mean? Like, it was just being pregnant. Oh.
Yeah.
That was not one that I look back and like, man, I love that. That was my first time to Florida, wasn't it?
Oh, that's a terrible
No,
impression.
that's not true. Because remember I went to Alice. No, it was.
That's when we went to Alice
Yeah.
Beach.
You're right.
I had photographed there before, and Fawn had seen pictures, and so that's, I think, how I want her to come over whenever she was pregnant. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because
she
she went to Alice Beach,
and I was like, oh, I'm there.
The next ingredient that we're going to use is this dried linaria, and because I have to space it out between a couple more arrangements, this is really all I can use, but I'm going to put this in sparingly. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. The next thing I'm going to use is this dried stuff right here. That's what I was going to tell you to use.
I'm going to use this because I think we need some more things lower.
Yeah.
So let's do that next.
Okay.
What I did find is, okay, for one, this is like super brittle stuff. Like, it breaks really terribly. But I liked it better if I stripped the dried greens off. If it doesn't bother you, don't worry about it, but it bothered me. So I like to strip it and then be able to use it like that.
Yeah, girl, strip it.
And then some stuff we're going to use tall, some low. I like to fill in low first. So again, these are just really hard to mess with. And I like this to be another big filler because it kind of draws your eye back in. Yay for sunshine though, my gosh, it's been raining. You know what I need to get?
What?
Like a little turntable.
Oh, yeah.
It would be easier to view. Because this is what I'm seeing. It's kind of hard to do it from one way.
So our niece's birthday party, we're gonna have a tent
Oh my
outside.
God.
What's it called?
A yurt.
You're yeet. That's what I think of when I hear that. I don't know why.
She probably
She'll
rolled her
say-
eyes.
Yeah, she probably just rolled her eyes if she heard that. But is 12 girls, I believe. 12 or 13-year-olds, I'm sure.
Yes.
Our niece is turning 13. So it's gonna be real girly and cute and
Yes. So we're having our family get together first.
will her friends be there for that?
I don't know. I don't think they are. I think they're coming later.
Oh.
And then her girlfriends are coming after. I don't know. They may be there all day. See what I know.
What kind of food are we having? That's the most important.
That I don't know either. Can't remember what Nikki said. Maybe charcuterie style?
Charcuterie?
Try another charcuterie board she loves to make. Oh. So I'm just adding these in. I added a lot more lower, and now I can go back in and add more that are a little taller. Kind of give your eye, you want your eye to like dance. I want it to still be able to see through it. I don't want it to be too much, you know? But this should be fun. Until you get frustrated, like I was last night. I could not come up with the formula. I was trying to do some fresh flowers in it too, and it just doesn't work. I think if you're gonna do dried, you just have to stick with dried. Because everything is just very, what's the words? Everything to me seemed very stiff compared to real flowers. Okay, so still same thing. I added some in the center, and now I'm going to add them on the outside to draw your eye. Cutting these, I mean, I don't know, about 8 inches. I'm going to go in sideways and just kind of add them in. I think when I like to arrange flowers, I like it to look as though it was actually growing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anything that looks too forced. Mind you, this wouldn't grow like this out in nature, but like I still want whimsy.
I think that's how I design my landscapes too, like especially prairie style.
Yeah.
Like I still like to have like heights here and then something kind of drooping and then another pop of
You're really
color
good at
here.
texture too. It's important. Yeah, and
You know, especially when you're doing plants that are close together in that kind of style, like in that kind of application, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to just do a whole array of like one plant, because then it looks either overgrown or like a jungle. You've got to give your eye something to like
Rest.
but still
Focus.
keeps it interested, like as you're looking across. Like you don't want to just rest on one plant. You want to keep looking, like, oh, like this draws your attention, but then like your eye keeps going down, and then this catches your attention, and then you go across.
Mm-hmm.
Your eye's constantly like moving.
I think your landscapes are very calming though. It all seems very natural to me.
Good, thank you.
You're like my favorite landscape designer.
And I did not pay you to say that.
You didn't? Man, last weekend that it was in the teens, and today it's 70 degrees. Something crazy. Crazy up in these parts. Oh, I broke it. See, it's the only thing about this thing. It breaks so easy. Also, check out if you know any like farmers or flower growers. They have dried stuff too. We have a good couple resources around here that have flower farms that they sell. And I know that they dry stuff. We use some for our wreath making workshops that we do. Beautiful. Ouch. think sometimes the hard part for me when I'm doing these is knowing when to stop.
Like it when it's full enough.
Yeah.
I think you're getting there.
Couple more maybe? What'd you say?
Yes.
It's getting hot in here, that's what I know. Maybe some right here. Next is the lanterns. Lanterns! Alright, that's cute. This is coming along together. Okay, the lunaria is pretty dainty and fragile too, so just be cautious when you put that in, if you use that. Again, I'm just kind of going all the way around, but making some lower, some out farther, some tall, some low. Kind of gives your eye interest. It's just visually interesting. Don't know what they're called, but they are not the nicest plants.
They are really prickly.
They're so terrible.
This looks really good.
You like it from outside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are a little bit harder. I might should have put these in first. Is too tall?
Maybe a little.
Eh. I like to do a little grouping together. I do know it's going to be easier to get them in if these are trimmed. All right, that's good. That's great. All right, now we got little cattails over here. These pretty things. Doing this makes me realize like what I want to put in my garden and my landscaping areas so that I can just pull from it. Like I know what plant this is, you know. It really makes me want to think like, oh, should I plant wheat in the winter? Like a winter rye or something? So that we could do things for when I think back on my life, there's always been these little moments of, what am I doing? Like, I went to school for horticulture and turfcrafts, and then immediately my senior year, I'm like, I'm doing photography. And I mean, I wouldn't say that I actually finished my degree. I got my degree, but did not finish the co-op hours because I wanted to be married and move away. But then you just look back on your life and you realize why, like what God was doing. Like, I want you to learn this skill, so I'm giving you this opportunity kind of thing. No?
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing about being obedient, and even when like the path looks different or doesn't make sense.
Yeah, maybe that's what always was so hard, was I just wanted someone to copy. Like, I wanted to copy their life, so I didn't have to think about it. But that's not how it works.
No, and
You know,
I
you want
think I was
someone to,
the
like-
opposite.
I want someone to look up to be like, that's exactly what I want to do. I'm just going to copy everything she does. Yeah. In the beginning stages of my 20s, that's how it was. I'm not that way now. I like want to be opposite of what people are.
You know, I think I did too, but I never did find that person
No,
that
I never did either.
embodied like everything that I wanted to be.
Neither. But don't you think that's why we want to do those plant ladies, and that why that's so such a
to
part
inspire.
Of who we are? Yeah,
Yep.
because we want to be the person who was like.
Yep. We want to be that person that we wanted to find.
That we wanted to copy. Okay, we didn't put any of these guys in there yet. I like these. I think these give more of the pink color.
Yeah.
Kind of tie it all in. They're softer than those other ones. The other ones are like.
Yeah, these are
Dark.
dainty. Yeah.
Do a little grouping there together. Like they just grew up together, like brother and sister. Really, I'm just eyeballing where I think color needs to be at this point. This is a good transition color from the dark to the light.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of bridge that gap. That's why the tans are helpful too. The fun thing about these arrangements is they'll last forever. Like we can give Kinsey one of these for her birthday. Okay. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Let me fill in this one a little bit more. We didn't use these guys.
And you have these little things in this one.
Oh yeah, do you like those? They're very brittle.
Are they?
Yeah. Do you like them though?
I'm not a huge fan.
I don't know if I like them enough to put them in here. I have a lot of those, so probably only 2 is what I can use. I'll put this one farther down. That's a little bold right there. I don't like that. Right there. I can deal. All right, what else are we missing? Anything else? Didn't put these in there. Do we want them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What else, Your Highness?
Whatever I tell you to, hon. All right, do you think 2 or 3? Do you think it should be 3? What do you want right here? You can do them opposite. You tell me that's too much.
I love it, love it, love it. It is perfection.
She said it's perfection. It's perfection. Okay, so I really love it too. The only thing is I want to go back
Green
through.
tape.
Yeah, I want to go back through and cover that. So what we're going to use to cover that? Probably more adagio. Adagio. Do you speak adagio? So you can get around that about just not using green tape.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
That's all I have. I mean, I guess I can use just regular tape too, but can't help it.
It's okay. Quit tearing yourself apart. It's okay.
I don't think I was being harsh.
It's okay.
Just saying I could have used something different.
Don't beat yourself up over it. It's gonna be fine. It's just fine.
I mean, I know
know it's fine, but is it fine? It's fine.
Fine. That's cute.
See, when I was adding stuff in there and you were like, I don't like that, not too much, it would have been just fine.
Oh, you do it, honey. You were doing it just fine.
It's okay, you do it. It's just fine.
I kind of like these little details they curl under.
That's cute as what?
Cute as what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That's cute as what?
As cute as I'll get out.
I was hearing a
That's cute as hell. That's what she wanted to say.
She wanted to say that's cute.
Why do we always go so like far?
Country?
Is it country
Well,
or is it like redneck? I don't know.
we used to go real British. That was our go-to.
I get it. Excuse me. We can't use any of this content.
Say that again.
I bet we get down low in eye level and we say, is it good or is it good?
Is it good?
I mean, you can't tell much.
I think it's pretty darn good.
Just tuck that on in there. That. And then like this. Kind of like that.
Yeah, that's like so beautiful.
Like,
That's like the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen
is it?
besides you. Mean it.
Okay, so then I just add a little bit more of the white stuff around the edge. Just make sure that you get the base done. But how cute is this?
Love it.
I love it. I love them both together. We took out the white little things. These guys on the other ones, they just look like Grinch fingers and we couldn't get over it, so they gotta go. This is awesome. I like this a lot.
awesome.
A lot better.
Yep, love it.
That is it.
Yes.
These two beautiful masterpieces, and we have two more to go. Hopefully this inspires you to go out and make something beautiful for your house or for a party and gives you the confidence to do so. I'm going to link everything in the description, so if you want to go and use and buy what I have here and the vases and all of the material, you can do that. And if you like this, let us know. We really want to know if you like this type of content and if you want us to make some more. Hit the like, subscribe, like to know it, and don't forget to share.
So
Ring the bell. This is our exit. Goodbye.
welcome to my YouTube channel.
Can't get my whale tail.
Oh my god. What's your name? Hi.
Oh, them.
Hey you.
Hey, you.
You fine looking human being.
Stanky
you.
booty.
You little stank. Welcome to Flourish.
Flourish.
Hey you. Good to see you. How's your mom?
All right.
Donna, you.